So hello everyone. We are going to present our portfolio project for our end of first year at Cohorte school. So first of all, we named it Interlude. Interlude in music is a short piece of music put between the parts of a longer composition. So we used it as a metaphor. And here is our slogan and our logo.
So hello everyone. My name is Antoine Jacob. I'm from the Cohorte 19 of the Laval campus, and on this project I worked as a full stack developer.
And I'm Maxence. I also worked as a full stack developer on this project, and I am also from the Cohorte 19 and campus Laval.
So what is Interlude? Interlude is a web social media application focusing mainly on music. We really wanted to create a place where anyone can discuss, discover, and also introduce music to anyone. I say anyone because music has no age, so even if you are 15 years old or 70 years old, you will probably like to listen music, so this is really for anyone.
So as you can see on the screen is our landing page. So the first thing you will want to do is to register. To register, you will need a username, an email, and a password. The password must at least be 8 characters, and the username and email should not already be in the database. So once you register, you are sent to the feed, but we are going to show you first the profile and how to change your settings. So this is the default settings. So the first thing is the profile picture. You can change it by uploading one from the files. Then you can add a bio, like any other social media. And we added a space for music. This is where you put your hashtag about the music that you like or artist that you like. And once you hit save, you can go back to the profile and you will see your function updated.
So the second main feature we wanted to show you is the make a post feature. So if you want to share anything on Interlude, you just have to click on the make a post button. Then on this first part you can copy paste any YouTube or Spotify link. Then just below you can write a little caption for the post. So when it's done, it will appear on the feed. So as you can see, you can leave a comment. You can also delete it. You can like or unlike the post, and you can also delete the whole post.
So now we are going to show you the code for this function especially. So we call it upload. So the upload function takes a request. The request is maybe the method which is post when the user clicks on the post button. So first thing you do is checking if the link is missing or invalid. If it's the case, it will send back its error message. Then it will get the user's information. So starting with the username, the profile picture, and the link and the caption. Then for the link, we have many functions to convert it to an embedded link. And since we can use Spotify and YouTube link, there is many different functions. The last thing is to create and save the post in the database, and then it redirects to the feed with the new post. So as you could see on the screen, it was in Python, and we use Django, which is a high-level web framework. We choose to use Django because it enables secure, maintainable websites, and it's faster for the development. For the front end, we use the languages HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, the usual. And we also use the help of Bootstrap 5 library to go faster also.
So about the architecture, this is basically how our app is working. So first, when you are the user, you are on the application front end. So when you send a request on the app, it will going through the URL and routes that we created before. After that, Django will store the new data into our database, which is SQLite. Then SQLite will send the appropriate data requests, and and after that sends a good view for the requests. So it will answer the dynamic request and then go back to the application frontend.
So this project can be divided in two parts. The first one being the research and the second being the development. So the first thing we did was find a name and find what the project will be. This is where we landed on the social media and the name Interlude. The second part was mainly creating the architecture, the data modeling, and the mockup, so to know what the backend and the frontend would look like. And then was setting the Trello, so it's a tool to create a schedule without the deadline for each feature that the application has.
So the second big part of our project was development. So on the first week of development, we were focusing on the backend, but we created some templates. So at the end of this first week, we managed to finish the first version of our app. On the second week of development, we were focusing on the front end, so we finished all the templates, and we also add some new feature like the Spotify link, and thanks to that, we finished the second version of our website. And on the last week of development, we were focusing on the landing page and on clean up the code to make it clear.
So during this project, we encountered many challenges. So for the non-technical one was mainly on the organization and estimating the time for each feature, so setting deadlines, because we did not have any experience doing that. But thankfully, we worked faster than what we expected. And for the technical ones, we're also mainly learning new things like Django and Bootstrap. But we also had some copyright issues with the YouTube links. And at first we wanted to use the Spotify API, but we didn't really have the time to learn everything, so we just switched to Spotify links. And it works perfectly, so we didn't really try to do more.
So with all of these challenges, how did we overcome them? So I would say that the most important part was the daily meeting with Maxence to know on where we are at. And another big part was good communication between the teammates. And the last thing was to try to respect as much as we can all the deadlines. And when it's needed to reorganize the schedule, like for example with the Spotify API, we had to delete everything about it because we don't use it at the end. And so what did we learn? We learned obviously how to use Django and how to develop web application. And we learned how to have a good organization and how to work as a team.
So what's next for Interlude? We will try to deploy it, but we don't really have any plan to add any new features for it.
Thank you for listening, guys. Have you any question? Okay, so do you have any question?
Is there a page where you can see all the posts of different people?
Yes, we can show you.
So it's Explorer, so it's where you can see all the posts on the. Okay.
Yeah.
We also have a feature like if you are not connected, you can also have a feed preview.
And we got also a personal feed. This is basically the most important thing I think on our website. So on your profile, on the music taste section, you can put any hashtag with the kind of music you like. And on the personal feed, it will appear with the same, the post with the same hashtag will appear on the personal feed. And you can also follow people, so you can see the posts from the users that you are following. Yeah.
If a post doesn't have any hashtag, how do the site knows which kind of music it is? For example, the post here not Maxence doesn't have any hashtag. So how do you know which kind of music it is?
the site will not know, but if the people are following this account, they will probably know what type of music it can be. Or we can also click on the link to simply listen to the music. It's an option.
Thank you.
The website responsive.
No, this is not responsive. It was on our plan, but we don't have the time to finish it. And we also wanted to create a feature for private message between user, but same problem, we don't have the time to do it at the end.
Did you look for a platform to host the website or not?
We tried with GitHub Pages, but our website is dynamic and GitHub Pages only accept static websites.
So we have to look a bit more at.
Yeah. Okay. Yes,
Do
Solomon.
you have a way to like restrict content for like children under 18 or under 16, under 12, and so on?
No, we don't manage things like that.
Okay.
But the main things on our website is the music, so I don't think people will post some weird content.
The only
Like
feature
this.
that we haven't shown is a search bar, so you can search by username or hashtag.
Yeah, that's all.
Do you have any more questions?
Did you manage cross-site scripting issues?
No.
That is to say, you cannot ensure your database is secure because people can enter SQL-like instructions and maybe.
Django prevent from SQL injection, so
You need admin accounts to go into the database, so people can't just go in like that.
any more questions?
Okay, thank you for listening, guys.
Thank you.